The 90-degree handstand push-up is a typical, iconic gymnast skill that can build you an insane upper body. This exercise works your whole upper body in a big range of motion. Your shoulders, chest, triceps and core are under extreme load. Besides that, this exercise requires great balance and coordination. We can say that this is one of the hardest bodyweight pushing exercise since it combines movements of the handstand push-up, the planche push-up and the planche press. However, just like the push-ups or pull-ups, you can master this exercise if you work consistently and follow the process I show you in this video. This exercise might seem impossible at first, but no one was born able to do it, but everyone went through this process, and if they succeeded, you will as well. This video was made to make this process much easier for you. Let's start with the prerequisites. As with all pushing exercises, preparation of the wrists, elbows, shoulders, scapulas and core is crucial for the 90-degree handstand push-up. You can find a dedicated video for all these areas. I won't get into these in this video to save you some time. In terms of basics, the push-ups and dips are important prerequisites. From the basic static skills, it's recommended to be able to hold a decent shoulder stand, elbow lever and bent arm lever. In terms of advanced exercises, the handstand and the handstand push-ups are essential prerequisites. You can also find details about these exercises in their dedicated video on the channel. It's recommended to do at least 3 to 5 reps of handstand push-ups before you start this exercise. So there are a few things to work on first, but since this exercise has easier progressions, you can start practice them while working on some prerequisites as well. The first progression is the 90-degree pike push-up. I recommend to start this exercise with laying on your front, or at least get the hand and feet position fixed here. In the 90-degree handstand push-ups, your hands will get to your waistline, so it's important to practice this exercise accordingly. This will determine the distance of your feet and hands, because if you do the pike push-ups as a handstand push-up progression, the distance won't be ideal. It's important that in the upper endpoint, your hips should be as high as possible. Push the ground from your shoulders as you would do in handstand, even if this is another angle. From here, descend vertically, then lean forward as you would do in a 90-degree handstand push-up to the bent arm lever. Keep your body straight and bend your arms right next to your body. Don't lay on the ground, hold your body as in the lower endpoint of the push-up. From there, push yourself back up. If you wish, you can lift your legs up and hold the bent arm lever for a second. Do at least 5 to 10 reps before you move on. The second progression is the 90-degree pike handstand push-up on an elevated surface with parallettes. This one is a more similar progression to the final exercise, but with way less intensity. It's worth the equipment because you can model the exercise really well. Place your legs on the elevated surface and get into the pike handstand position. From here, do the eccentric phase with bending your arms right next to your body while descending to the shoulder stand-like position, then lean forward to the bent arm lever-like position with your bent legs assisting. Push back yourself controlled and do at least 5-10 reps before you move on. The third progression is the Straddle 90-degree handstand push-up with resistance band. Here, you need to do the full exercise with a great assistance depending on how thick the band you're using. Place the band to your hips. It's important to place the parallettes right under the suspended elastic band and have your grip there. This way, the band won't pull you back and can help efficiently. This progression is the most optimal in straddle. With closed legs, the band will slip out. Also in the straddle, the band can help you a lot in the handstand too, so you need to balance less and you can focus on the technique. Descend to the bent arm lever leaning forward with your upper body, driving your elbows right next to your body, keeping your core tight, then push back yourself the same way. Do at least 3 to 5 reps before you move on. The fourth progression is the 90-degree handstand push-up negatives. Here, you need to perform the exercise without assistance, but only the eccentric phase. What I recommend is trying to do this move as slow and controlled as possible to train your nervous system and muscles for the full movement. Start in handstand and descend slow and controlled with leaning forward with your upper body, driving your elbows right next to your body, keeping your whole body tight. You can stop for a moment at the lower end point and finish the movement. Do at least 1 rep 3 to 5 times before you move on. The fifth progression is the rollout to handstand. This is an excellent additional progression which is meant to facilitate and get you used to the concentric phase with some momentum. You can do it on the floor or with a bench or elevated surface and a pair of parallettes. The point is to start in an arch support, start the movement with a sudden heel kick and lean forward at the same time, keeping your body arched and tight, get into the shoulder stand-like position and push up yourself to the handstand. Once you're up, it's pretty hard to catch the handstand if you have too much momentum, but anyway, after the handstand, you can do the same controlled eccentric phase as you did in the previous progression. This progression is not really necessary, however, it's really useful. In my opinion, it's really fun. Do at least one rep 3 to 5 times. The sixth progression is the 90-degree handstand push-up with elbow lever. You need to set the parallettes narrow so you can get your arms into the right elbow lever position on the lower end point. Here, instead of the bent arm lever at the lower end point, you want to do an elbow lever so you don't have to exert that much force, rest a bit in the elbow lever and push back yourself. Do at least 1 to 3 reps before you move on. The seventh progression is the Straddle 90-degree handstand push-up. Thanks to the straddle, the length of the body is shorter, so the leverage decreases. This way, it's going to be easier to do the exercise to an extent. Start in straddle handstand, descend to the bent arm lever, leaning forward with your upper body, driving your elbows right next to your body, keeping your whole body tight and straight. Stop for a moment at the lower end point, then start the movement with your heels and lean forward at the same time with your upper body and push back yourself to the handstand. Do at least 1 to 3 reps before you start the final progression. The final progression is the 90-degree handstand push-up with closed legs. Here, thanks to the closed legs and full leverage, you need to lean forward the most with full intensity. Start in handstand, descend to the bent arm lever with leaning forward with your upper body, driving your elbows right next to your body, keeping your whole body tight and straight. Stop for a moment at the lower end point, then start the movement with your heels and lean forward at the same time with your upper body and push back yourself to the handstand. Do 1 to 5 reps depending on your level. If you want to get to this skill easily, the quickest way possible, after a full joint preparation and basic strength program, click the link below, download the Gymnastics Method app in the App Store or Google Play Store, become a member and get full access to all programs, tutorials, daily workouts and much more. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. If you haven't watched my earlier videos about joint preparation, basics or the handstand push-ups, watch them on the end screen now.